Letter E. Analyze the role of greenhouse gases in global warming and long-term climate shifts. Letter F. Relate the concept of climate change to current global issues and personal responsibility. What is climate change? Climate change refers to long-term alterations in average weather patterns such as temperature, rainfall, and wind over decades or longer. Unlike daily weather, short-term conditions in a place and that's weather, climate is the average pattern of weather in a region over a long period, usually 30 years or more. Therefore, climate change means these average conditions are shifting significantly over time. Climate versus weather. Weather, short terms, from hours to days. Atmospheric conditions in a specific place. For example, today's rain, tomorrow's sunshine. Climate is the long-term average of weather patterns in a region. For example, tropical climate in the Philippines, desert climate in Sahara Desert. Climate change is when these long-term averages begin to shift, such as hotter summers, stronger typhoons, or prolonged droughts. Causes of climate change. Climate change occurs due to natural processes and human activities. Natural causes, volcanic eruptions, solar rotation variations, natural greenhouse effect, shifts in the Earth's orbit. Human causes, which is dominant today, burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, gas, deforestation, industrial processes, and agriculture. This releases GHGs, which are greenhouse gases like CO2, carbon dioxide, CH4, methane, and N2O, the nitrous oxide, which trap heat in the atmosphere. The greenhouse effect. Normally, Earth's atmosphere traps some of the sun's heat, keeping the planet warm enough for life. Human activities, however, have increased greenhouse gases levels, intensifying this blanket of gases. The result is global warming, which is the major driver of climate change. Effects of climate change. Rising global temperatures, heat waves, melting ice, sea level rise. Changes in rainfall patterns, drought in some areas, floods in others. Stronger and more frequent extreme weather events, typhoons, hurricanes, wildfires, ecosystems disruption, species extinction, coral bleaching, impacts on human societies, food insecurity, health risks, displacement of communities, climate change as a global challenge. Climate change is not confined to one region. It is a worldwide issue that requires cooperation between nations. International agreements like the Paris Agreement aim to reduce greenhouse gases emissions and limit global temperature rise. On a personal level, individuals can contribute through energy conservation, sustainable practices, and awareness. Key analogy for learners. Think of the earth as a house. The roof and walls, these are our atmosphere keeping the house warm. Key takeaways. With this lesson, learners will understand that climate change is the long-term shift to Earth's climate patterns, mainly due to human activities that enhance the greenhouse effect, leading to significant environmental and societal impacts. Adding too much insulation, greenhouse gases, makes the house overheat. Climate change is like turning up the thermostat too high. The house, which is the earth, becomes uncomfortably hot, causing problems for everyone inside. Practice problems for quarter 3 biology lesson 8. Understanding climate change, what it means, and why it matters. Number 1. Define the term climate change in your own words. So, given concept of climate change required own definition. So solution, write a personal explanation highlighting long-term changes in global or regional climate. So the final answer is what you have defined about the concept of climate change. Number 2, differentiate between climate and weather. So we are given climate and weather. Required differences. Solution. You need to identify the duration, the scope, and variability. Final answer. Climate is a long-term average conditions. Weather is short-term atmospheric conditions. Number 3. Explain why climate change is considered a long-term process. So we're given climate change process required reason for long-term classification. Solution. Compare with short-term weather variations. Final answer. Because it occurs over decades to centuries. Number 4. Identify two major human activities that contribute to climate change. So we're given human activities required two examples. So solution, recall industrial and lifestyle practices. Final answer, burning fossil fuels, deforestation. Number 5. Describe how the burning of fossil fuels leads to climate change. We're given burning fossil fuels, so required effect on climate. Solution, trace carbon dioxide release, and then the greenhouse effect of that release of carbon dioxide, and then there will be warming. Final answer, burning fossil fuels increases greenhouse gases that trap heat. Number 6. Explain the role of greenhouse gases in the Earth's climate system. So we are given greenhouse gases required function in climate. Solution, discuss energy absorption and radiation. Final answer, they trap heat and regulate Earth's temperature. Number 7. What is the greenhouse effect and how does it relate to climate change? Given greenhouse effect required definition and link to climate change. Solution, explain natural process versus human intensification. Final answer, natural warming process. It is enhanced by humans causing climate change. Number 8. Describe one natural cause of climate change. Given natural factors required one example. So solution, recall volcanic eruption, solar variations, and many others. So final answer, example, volcanic eruptions, releasing gases and particles. Number 9. How does deforestation contribute to climate change? So we're given deforestation required impact on climate. Our solution, trees store carbon, and cutting the trees would then release this carbon dioxide. Final answer, deforestation increases carbon dioxide levels. We will have the next part of this quarter 3 biology lesson 8.